Right at the convergence of the Three Rivers on Art Rooney Drive, we welcome you to Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Buffalo Bills and the Pittsburgh Steelers. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
23-yard line.
Here's the first carry to Le'Veon Bell. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game as he'll lose yardage to start things out. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 22-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now Winston. And his throw here is incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver. Third down here.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. To throw is Winston. Johnson with a completion over the middle. And he will be marked down short of the first as they get to him at the 29. Their opening drive here is going to result in a punt. They got 7 yards there, but not enough. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Fielded just inside the 20. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there at the moment the ball gets to the receiver, and he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. On play action, Allen. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Well, this crowd does not like that call.
Understandable reaction from them. That's their team that the penalty's going against. But you and I both know they're going to take care of the quarterback.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Now Allen. Isaiah McKenzie hauling it in.
Complete.
A gain of 6 there on 1st.
A 6-yard.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs as we just saw there.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Allen. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So, flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spend too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. This is the correct call.
Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, second down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Allen will try again on second down. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Give him a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up third down. Well, that last completion is certainly not what they were hoping for, as now they'll try to convert on third. Now Allen again. He rifles one that's intercepted. Quincy Wilson with the INT. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. I'll tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick six? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done. Still a great return and very good field position. Now the pass finding its way into the hands of Eric Ebron. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Eric Ebron, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Steelers have taken a first-quarter lead. And what a weapon he is at the tight end spot, because when they throw him the football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage almost every time. And that's exactly what he did there. Caught that, ran with it, all the way to the end zone.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 36 yards on the play.
And the Bills' first down.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Allen now looks to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Devin Singletary with his first carry of the game. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now Allen off the bootleg. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And he is going to be stopped on the return at his own 3-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
Gets a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 7-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, it's Bell. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1? So now a 3rd and 7, and defensively, it's a dime look. 6 DBs. From the gun, Winston. He gets it left side to Johnson. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a first down. Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. Bell with a first down carry there as he'll get about 4 out of that.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. But the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Steelers 7, Bills 0.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run it with Bell. He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line.
Tremaine Edmonds.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. For whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when the next defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
That gain on 3rd down, good for 28.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a 1st down.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their...
And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Deontay Johnson there to make the grab. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor in effect.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Bills take over 1st and 10.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. In his own end zone, it's Allen. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
The scoreboard tells a story for him, a little bit bleak, and while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close, but the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. To throw from his end zone, Allen. The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. And they work this out past the 25. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give them 25 yards.
1st down.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
He's letting this one go for Fuller. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. To throw again. Allen hit. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And he takes it back to the house. A fumble recovery for a Steelers score. This first half has been a nightmare for that offense. Defense just dominating them.
And when you're picking up the ball, picking up their mistakes, and taking it the other way and putting it in the end zone, that's a defense's dream. They're having that type of a game.
Everything that can go wrong has gone wrong for this offensive unit. Extra point put through by Boswell. And it's now 21-0. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Taking it about the 1. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's Allen. And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10.
58, boys, 58, 58.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
So after the INT, it's Allen. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 30-yard line.
Working out of the gun, Winston. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? You know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And this, you'd hate to say that a drive in the first half must end in points, but you're down 21-0. They're going to have to get something going fairly quickly.
I would agree totally with that, because if you're going to mount the comeback, it's going to have to come in bits and pieces. It doesn't just all come at one time, right? We haven't seen anything more than a 6-point touchdown ever in this game, right? So that's how it has to be done. Get points on the board now, start your comeback, but you're exactly right. Let's get it going right here in this spot.
Allen again here on 2nd and 10. And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
That's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now after the holding call, here's 2nd and 20. Now Allen. Over the middle, complete. It's McKenzie. The 40. He's at the 30. 10. And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts. Coming 2nd down play. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Check. Hey, check, right 21, right 21. Check, right 21. 56.
Back around his goal line. Here's Allen. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Much more room to operate under after the big play. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Allen to throw it. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. I hate to sound really negative, but at this point, an incomplete pass, almost a moral victory that it's not picked off.
Well, you may hate to sound negative, but that was negative.
It was very negative, I know. But all these first-half interceptions, it's been tough to watch.
Yeah, couldn't find a silver lining in this one. Much more like lead.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. Intercepted. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. As you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Winston, the quick slant caught. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there.
That was the kind of play that this defense needed because it has not been a good half for them on that side of the football. Maybe they can use that one to regroup a little bit and start to play a little bit better.
So on 4th down, the Steelers call on the number of Chris Boswell for the field goal try. This a chip shot, a 20-yarder. And Boswell's kick is good. And the route is on. It's 24-0. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Taking it about the 1. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Bills trail here, but they will get the football first as we are back underway on EA Sports. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33-yard line. Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. From the gun, it's Allen. He's going to fire this thing deep right side. And got his man complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That one goes for 36 yards. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well. They'll get a few stops.
So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Got his man complete over the middle. That's McKenzie.
Complete to Isaiah McKenzie.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. To throw again on 2nd down. Allen. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Allen to throw once more. His throw caught right around the 6. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown.
Touchdown.
Isaiah McKenzie, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bills get a bit closer. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Again, they'll throw with Allen. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here. Popular down near the goal line. Quick slant. Nice job there to get in, knock it away.
It was. And one of the other things you're concerned about when you throw that route is to make sure your offensive linemen use their leverage to get the hands of the defensive front down so you can throw it through that little bit of crowd and get it to the receiver. In this event, they did, but a nice play by the defender knocking it away.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
From the 27th, Winston firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. This is Bell. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Jameis to throw it. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9 at the 33-yard line.
Throwing, Winston. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Winston. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
20-yard line.
They'll go back to the ground with Bell. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
On the carry.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Winston steps away. Ebron caught left side. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. 4 yards. Yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Now Winston. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down.
4th down.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today.
A 32-yard attempt.
Boswell's kick is good. And that will stretch the lead up to 3 touchdowns now. It's a 21-point game. So a dozen plays on that drive, CD, but in the end, it yields just the 3 points.
Well, they were able to keep the defense on the field for a long time, but let's be honest about it. That was about as unsatisfying a drive as you're going to get. 12 plays and you only get 3 points out of it. Not quite the ending they were looking for.
After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away. Taking it about the 1. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
at their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. And now here is another interception. Quincy Wilson with the INT. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out.
The ball carrier.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the Bills' 27-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. At the 23 after a pickup of about 4.
Carried by number 2.
That's a pretty good drive starter right there, and I don't know, partner, if you're even thinking about sitting on the ball right now. They may just want to run their regular offense.
In plus territory, and as an offensive coordinator, you don't want your team to go into a shell, do you?
No, you really don't, because as soon as you take your foot off the gas, it's real hard to put it back on and mash it, because once everyone's emotions come down, hard to start them up again. So I think you may want to keep them cranking high right here.
5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Winston's pass.
5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
A gain of 5.
Ball at the 14 for 2nd and 5.
At the 14-yard line.
Here's Bell. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. It'll only be a gain of 1 yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Winston from the gun on 3rd down. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now in the ball game for Jameis Winston. And the Steelers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point now by Boswell. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Makes the score Steelers 34, Bills 6. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. That's going to set him back 5 yards. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Stephon Tuitt able to shake free and get home for the sack. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Throwing now is Allen. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
First down.
If he's their best threat on offense, use your #1 cover guy on defense. It doesn't matter about size.
They have had him locked up. That just his first catch of the game. Big reason why they're down.
Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Fuller brings it in over the middle. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Singletary here running out of the gun. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you've got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
Mike 55, Mike 55. Hey, eat. Alert. I got it. Mike 55, I got it.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Second and 20. Now Allen again. And he can't hang on. He had a good shot there for his 3rd pick of the game. Instead, it's 3rd down.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
The Bills on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. And again, it's Allen. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line, well short of the first.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Allen going to go on 4th down. And he's going to go down. Back across midfield. He's sacked at the 46. Melvin Ingram dropping the hammer off the edge.
Down.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. They'll get only a couple down to the 44.
The tackle made.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the gun, Winston. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away.
The Bills take over first and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that, and coaches want to.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up on a former first-rounder, Jimmy Ward. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go. 49's the mic. Watch 49. Let's go, T.
A handoff as they run the counter play. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Bell. And he's got room. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And I think the game balls need to be distributed on the defensive side of the football, and I bet that you would agree.
Yeah, if you hold a team under 10 points, that's a job well done. Really well.